Alright, and here's the video review for the DX9 War in Pocket X05 Tyrant and X06 Hurricane set. Let's see, comes in the standard War in Pocket 2-pack packaging. Even more excited for this line as they announced their Hulky, their version of Devastator in this size that looks like it's going to be really well designed with some neat little tricks and things up its sleeve. Looking forward to seeing what becomes of that, because that's definitely on my radar for things to buy. Now, Tyrant and Hurricane are, of course, Galvatron and Cyclonus. And, of course, there is the Plague, a.k.a. Scourge from the previous set. So let's, don't want to not show him off here with the other two in their vehicle modes. Just to give you an idea. Now, Galvatron, again, he's kind of a simple little cannon. You can kind of see how he's folded up, but certainly evocative enough of his kind of generic space cannon that he turned into. Cyclonus is his spaceship mode. Again, it's not the most accurate Cyclonus spaceship mode we've gotten, but again, you've got to remember these figures are only a couple of inches in size. He's got his gun that pegs under here on the front of the cockpit of the ship. You can't unplug that, it just unpegs. And my only real complaint about either one of these guys, taking into account the fact that they are small little pocket versions of these characters, is that Cyclonus's nose cone, you can see there's a couple of like slots here where these pieces sit into place, but it doesn't really lock this nose cone piece in place. So it's a little floppy. If you set him down like this, you have to be gentle about it, because otherwise if you just set him down, the nose cone tends to bend. Even if you're not rough about it, you got to be real gentle setting it down with the gun attached, or it will push the nose cone up. But aside from that, he is fun to little whoosh around and fly around. And actually, if you take the gun off, the nose cone's a little less prone to like flip over when you fly him upside down. So yeah. Now transforming, we'll go ahead and do him first, I guess, since he's right here in my hand. And he's actually pretty neat. You want to unpeg the arms from the side here. You can see there's a little peg here that pegs in right here. Unpeg the legs, their feet from right here, and fold the legs down and around on themselves, and flip the feet flat. Just like that. Fold the nose cone down, and then the arms, once they've been unpegged, this whole chest piece slides up his body, and then you fold the arms down, and then fold the fists down away from there, and there is Hurricane in robot mode, and of course he can hold his pistol, which does not transform, but is slightly evocative of his old Target Master partner. And Tyrant, of course, you come up here. You might want to put your thumb here on this circular piece, because sometimes it does like to pop off. But you pull his cannon off, unpeg the feet here from these tabs right here, fold the legs all the way down, flip up the feet, and then rotate this piece around here at the waist, fold the waist down, and slide the thing, push this back, slide this whole piece up to reveal the head. And then these pieces fold up to form as little kind of shoulder pauldron things. Fold the arms down, the treads fold up onto the back. You can see there's the hinge right there. Again, at the actual ratcheting hinge, fold it all the way up. I'll bring this down here at the elbow. And then these pieces right here rotate around like that and sit a little higher up. So these pieces aren't peeking up above the shoulders. They kind of hide behind the arms here. And then, of course, his cannon pegs here into his shoulder. I guess kind of his bicep, really. And then this piece folds back. And there's Tyrant in robot mode. And I'm just going to take a real quick second to transform Plague. I'm not going to do a cut for him because he transforms so quickly that it's not going to take up too much time. So, again, there's all three of them together with Plague from the previous set. Whoop. So yeah, there's some Unicron's minions there. And then just show them off with the rest. There's Ironhide and Ratchet, Metal Lance, and Gartnell and Speedo. So there's the Warren Pocket line to date. With, like I said, there's probably more coming in this line. I'd love to see a hot rod in this line. I'd love to see pretty much anybody they want to do in this line. These are fun little guys. Like I said, the Devastator they're making looks amazing. I can't wait to see more of that as that nears completion. There's some neat stuff going on there. Posability, again, real quick. They do have head swivels, side-to-side head swivels, ball joint shoulders, although they are a little limited due to some of the armor on these guys. Ball joint elbows. This guy does have some wrist articulation, but nothing to write home about. He's got a waist swivel, ball joint hips, and hinged knees, as well as a hinge in the foot, which doesn't give you a whole lot of extra posability, but it is there. And Tyrant has, again, head swivel, ball joint shoulders, ball joint elbows. He has that extra hinge right there. These pieces do sit a little loosely up here. They don't lock into place. He's got a waist swivel, ball joint hips. He's actually got ball joint knees here. And again, a little bit of a foot swivel for transformation. There's also the extra joint here in the middle of his calf for transformation. I don't know when you'd really want to use that for posing, but if you need it, it's there. So yeah, that's another great set from DX9's Warren Pocket line. Like I said, I really am enjoying this little series of micro figures. Good characters, good designs, small but fun. Warren Pocket, Tyrant, and Hurricane.